Hello, hello. How are
How
we
you
doing
doing?
today?
African mama.
Yes, today's another edition of Let's Talk About Your Money. Today is Money Monday. So we have to talk about money. If we don't talk about money, who else talk about money? And I hope you are getting comfortable with talking about money because if you are not comfortable with money, talking about money, if you don't have a good relationship with money, you are going to find it very difficult to attract money. And when you find it difficult to attract money, then how will you save? How will you invest? How will you protect it? You see, there's a lot that you have to do if you don't have a good relationship with money. And so that's why we have this program. Let's talk about your money. Today is part two of learning how to save. We're actually going to be talking about that extra $100 that you're not aware of. In fact, you're actually richer than what you think. You're actually richer. So Israel Yamu, our financial educator, is going to take the show as usual. But before that, if you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Iyore. I live in New York. I'm a working mom and I'm also a home business coach. I just love talking about business because I believe that in this age and time, with the advent of technology, it is simple, not easy, but simple for you to build a business from the comfort of your bedroom. Right now, I'm in my bedroom doing this interview. So that's the beauty of taking advantage of your internet and learning how to work a business from home. So today I have Mr. Israel Yamu. He's based in Canada. I am based in New York. So over to you, Mr. Israel.
Yeah, thank you once again. In the first session that we had on savings, we reminded our viewers that you can actually save no matter how little you think your income is, and we're able to break it down to saving 1 hour of the 8 hours you work. A lot of people work 8 hours or 10 hours plus. So work one, two, three shifts. So can you commit to saving just 1 hour on a daily basis from the 8 hours or 16 hours you work a day? We've said that in the last edition. Then we also reminded ourselves that we should start thinking of paying ourselves first. If you can do that, then you are thinking like the rich. The rich, they pay themselves first before considering other things. So now we are going to jump into the other session. And the list is exhaustive, but I want to say the 7 points that we can think about quickly from the tip of our hands of that $100 that you think you don't have, you actually have it. And to let you know also that you are richer than you think. I've seen a lot of people, especially in North America here. The statistic is staggering. People live from paycheck to paycheck. So the essence of this is to make sure that no family is left behind. And African Member Forum is is targeting the working moms. Me, as a financial educator, is no family left behind. My target is everybody because it's not only the working moms that are affected in this. So, can you just take the 7 tips? There are many, the list is endless. One, you can actually reduce or eliminate that premium cable service you have. Premium cable service. A lot of people have premium cable service, so many station and so many film channels, and they work 2 jobs. So ask me, what time do you really have to watch those many stations? And you have the premium. I have a friend, just a very short story, that work 2 jobs, and he stays a lot of from the distance from his house by commute is over 2 hours. So going home, going to work about 2 hours, coming back about 2 hours. That's 4 hours of the day, and he worked 2 jobs. So a simple advice from me, I looked at his financial when I did his financial analysis. I saw he was paying $150 for premium services. He has several channels, and he only watch one or two uh, news station, and occasionally the wife, same thing. So we're able to reduce. And I said, go and discuss with your cable company. And he was able to get the basic, which he started paying $65. So reducing from 150 to $65, he has already saved a lot. So now we are even going to see we are going to get more than $100 that you think you have at the time we finish. Now you have a cell phone and you are still maintaining that old landline, and you are paying maybe $20 monthly for the landline. $20 times 12, that is $240. That is over 120, about $120 in a year. So what are we talking about? You have already more than $100. Now, can you get a corporate discount on your cell phone? Can you call them? Yes, some people have been customer for some of these telecom companies for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. If you call them, they always give you a deal. So the essence is to reach out to working moms in this forum and all families, no families left behind. This is the reason a lot of people are struggling with paycheck to paycheck. Then can you
In fact, you're talking to me right now. In fact,
yeah,
you
can
are
you
talking
consider
to
large
me.
deductibles on your auto, that's homeowner uh, um, uh, collision insurance policy? Yes, because those policies are compulsory. Whether you're homeowner or collision, that's collision for your vehicles and all that. So people have zero deductible. What I mean by deductible is that at the time you were going through that transaction, you have options that I take zero deductible, or they can increase the deductible. Zero deductible means that in case something happens by way of accident, the company, if you have a zero deductible, the insurance company takes care of everything. But if you have a $500 deductible or even $1,000, the premium comes down, and you have been driving for the past 10 years, I suppose. You have not had, because you are trying to avoid issue, you are trying to avoid problem. You never had accident. And it's compulsory. Because it's compulsory, you can't do without it. Can you call your insurance company and tell them, please increase my deductible from 0 to 500? Or if you are currently 500, tell them to increase it to 1,000. Most probably in the next 5 years or 10 years, or even throughout your lifetime, you might not have any form of commission. So at least you get something back. Then a lot of people, I mean, during the pandemic, they hardly go out, right? They park their vehicle, call your insurance company, tell them your vehicle is going to be in a position for quite a while. They're going to give you a basic minimum because you told them you are going to park it. So you can save a lot from that. Another issue, another aspect of it is this. Now, can you eat out? Do you eat out a lot? A lot of people eat out a lot. Can you? I mean, if there's nothing wrong in eating out, right? But there are two suggestions I'm looking at. Can you sometimes cook, prepare your own meals when you're going to work? Or if you eat out a lot, can you choose the happy hour menus? If you look, everything in North America, they have prime period and sometimes period that are not prime. So if you choose the happy hour menus, I'm quite sure you get some very good discount. Now I believe with this four alone, we're already going above $200. So you are richer than you think. Then again, I mean, I like gaming services, and a lot of people they are very I mean, they are very enthusiastic when they see free gaming on they go for it. Uh, get this gaming uh, video after a month, then you can start paying. A lot of people just subscribe because it's free gaming for 1 month, 2 months. Thereafter, they forget. Go check your credit card and see how much is coming out from that gaming monthly. That $3 here, that $5 here, that $7 here, that $10 here monthly, and you'll be surprised. Maybe you're not even using some of those gaming again. How many times do you really have when you work 2 or 3 jobs? Why? Because you are trying to meet up. By keeping with the Joneses, you are trying to meet up. Go look for those things. Cancel those gaming. Cancel them. You'll be surprised how much you get at the end of the day. Then you reduce the amount of alcohol. I'm not saying that you can't drink, but can you reduce it to maybe once in a while when you are out with your friends, something like that. Then some people like they have the habit of smoking. Yes, I looked at a particular client's bill and I saw that on smoking alone, monthly, the guy does over $300 on smoking alone. And when I did his coverage for this client, it was rated. So it's an expensive habit. I mean, I know a lot of people like that kind of, they have that kind of habit. But you know that in North America, even getting a coverage, you'll be rated as a smoker. It might your 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 premium will double. So I told him, yeah, after a year, call me if you can stop this habit or reduce it or try and stop it. After a year, call me. That premium might go back to half of that amount. And not only that, it's going to save you some good money. Can you imagine you spending $300 about between 150 to $300 monthly? He said, yes. And he's really thinking about it. I said, yeah, you don't need to think too much. If you look at how much is, if you consider how much is coming out from your pocket, it's enough for you to consider it. Yes, it can be fun. I mean, you like smoking, it's fun, right? And again, they usually say that smokers are liable to die young. So why involved in a very expensive habit? It's expensive, but they don't know because you just buy the little thing every day. You buy the pack every day. But when you aggregate everything in a month, you multiply it by 12, you'll be surprised that if you tackle that alone, you might just be saving a lot. So that is habit that a lot of people have a challenge with or they love. So you just consider the habit. If you think it's okay for you, then you can continue. But if you know it's expensive for you, then you need to consider that. Then you cancel or lower accidental death and dismemberment. In fact, as I met a friend who thought he has a life coverage, he was so sure that he has a life coverage, only for me to discover that he has just accidental death and dismemberment. What is the likelihood? Because in that type of policy, it's only you when you involve in accident, that's when the insurance company will pay. But most of them, because when they go for a particular transaction, maybe they are buying a vehicle or something, they just add those. These salespeople, they have a way of they call it upsell. They just upsell. Nobody discusses the importance of what they are asking for or what they are adding to it. So they just upsell. They just add some of these things. If it's useful for the person, also then nobody cares. So it's very cheap. Oh, yeah, you have insurance. But what's the likelihood that you are going to die in an accident? And that is the only insurance they have. It's not that they have any form of other coverage like life insurance, where they might even get cash accumulation and all. No, just that. So what's the likelihood? So you just be paying maybe $10 every month or $15, depending on the age. It might not be necessary. And the guy was shocked. And the time he had it, it was less than 25 years. And at the time we're talking, it was over 50 years. And it was very painful for him because he would have gotten a better premium at that younger age. So for me, these are the 7 tips. The list are endless. I can keep going on and on. You can take advantage of vouchers. You can take advantage of cards. For me, I will tell you one secret. My credit card, the way I use it, like I tell somebody, no, don't go and throw your credit card away. It's good in North America for you to get good credit, but it's the usage, not living always swiping the credit card that you don't pay it in. They tell you just pay the minimum and you'll be paying interest of 19.9%. That is not the best way to use credit card. The credit card I have, maybe between 1 to 2 months, sometimes I have a cash back of $100 just by using my credit card. I have a cash back of $100. Immediately I use it, within 3, 4, 5 days, within a week, I pay it down. Because I concentrate all my transactions through the credit card, I accumulate credit balance, sometimes within a month, of $100. And I use that $100 to even reduce further the amount of my credit card. So at the time, I always like to accumulate the cash back. I always target on $100. At the time, I usually have allowed to accumulate up to $200. Sometimes they will be asking, "Are you?" I say, "No, just leave it there." Sometimes on this credit card, you just accumulate it. And one of the very, very first kitchen equipment I bought when I came to Canada. After a while, I used the credit card amount. I wanted to see, yeah, I want to see what I will use this to buy. I used to buy a kitchen equipment, a credit card accumulation from the usage of my credit card. So we are actually richer than we think. It's just the habits and some things we think we can't do without. I don't know if I've been able to throw more light in continuation of
This was really
money.
what we say eye popping, or this was really an eye. In fact, right there, I'm sure tomorrow I'm making a call to my internet provider. I
Yeah,
just,
you need
I've
to
just,
consider it.
I think what I just need is just internet actually, and that is about 40 something dollars. So
Yeah,
from there, I should like $100 is coming out. So I guess you agree with me that this was really, really, really enlightening, and in fact, I'm so happy and grateful that Mr. Israel Yamu is always coming on this program, on this show. It is powerful. See, knowledge is power. This is why you need to be financially educated. So make it a point of, as in, promise yourself to always come Mondays 9 o'clock and come and watch, listen, get educated on this program. Let's talk about your money. You will definitely learn a lot. Uh, what for what I've learned today, right in just 10 minutes, it's amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Israel Yamu, for
you're
coming
welcome.
on the show,
Thank you. Thank you.
and pray God to keep you so that you continue to come
Sure.
next Monday again by His grace and power.
Yeah, there are a lot of
So
family hurting out there, so we need
yeah,
to do
yeah.
this.
Education is power.
Yeah.
Financial education, we just cannot do without it. It's so, so important. So, we don't want this program to be too long so it doesn't become boring. So, we're going to end it today at this point. Make it a point of duty to come watch again, listen to this program next week, Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to try our best to always come here and educate you on your money, how you can understand how money works, manage your money, master your money so that you stop making money mistakes. We're making so much money mistakes, and that is why we are where we are. So always remember 9 o'clock Monday, come to this show and let's talk about your money. So
Sure.
I know this is there's no way we can stay with you the whole day to explain. So there are so many questions I know you have right now. So please do not hesitate to reach out to Mr. Israel Yamu or reach out to me if you want more details on how to save your money, on how to understand how money works, manage your money, manage your finances, master your money. Just do not hesitate. Reach out to Mr. Israel Yamu or to me, and we will direct you to the appropriate areas or resources or tools that you can use to so that you can become financially free. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition, and see you
Thank you
again
for having
next
me.
week Monday by God's grace. Bye for
Bye.
now.
Bye.